Yo guys, what is going on? Right, I get back home today, right? Because I've been gone a bit. You guys can probably tell I haven't been here in a while. I haven't posted, and yes, this is old news. 2 days ago, very old. But here are the skills, right? So we first have William Marshall, which looks to be a conquering commander for cavalry. Um, Probably going to be some sort of rally meta for our glorious cavalry. That is exciting. Right, first skill, the combo attack damage factor of 1000, reduced by 15% per target up to 3 enemies. That's not too good. I'd think it was 5, because most commanders nowadays has it. Reduces hit troops march speed by 25%, that's good, but that's usually just open fielding. But this is a rally commander, so don't know how this would affect the garrison in any ways, or I mean, it wouldn't. And healing by 25%. Now that is very good for a rally, because garrison commanders, they sort of have, like, in the metas, right? There's a lot of healing in the garrison, so, and also future meta, it might be good. And then that is all for 3 seconds. In the next 2 seconds, launches another combo attack each second. Damage factor 900 and 800 respectively. Every additional target reduces the damage by 15%. Aha. Okay. So, reduces hit. Is this to every single troop? To those 3 troops? So say if somebody's swarming a rally, right, and they end up inside of this AoE, does that mean they're gonna take officially, like, it would be 1800, my math is not very good, 2700 combo damage, or well, I mean, yeah, combo damage factor. No, it wouldn't, because it's 1000 2 times, right? So it's 2000, and then it's 900, and then it's 800, so effectively its first hit is 1900 combo attack damage, and then effectively the second hit is a 1800, right? So that makes more sense. That's not way too broken. It's still very, very good though, huh? But that's the first skill, and then here is his 2 skills. This commander's cavalry units gain 35% attack and 20% march speed. If this commander is leading a rally attack, the rallied army stack gains 10 stacks of unwavering spirit whenever it launches or is hit by a basic attack. The rallied army can have up to 100 stacks of unwavering spirit for every 40 for every 40 stacks of unwavering spirit gained. It gains 20% defense for 3 seconds. From what I see here, I see something that could be very interesting, because it doesn't say anything with maximum amount of stacks. Never mind, it does. Right. Okay, so it could gain 40% defense if it's hit enough times. So if it's hit 10 times within 3 seconds, so say it's getting swarmed, then it gets 40% defense bonus. That's interesting. If this commander's troop is attacking a city stronghold, it takes 10% less damage, and cavalry units deal 25% more damage to archer units. Huh. Okay, so this is going to obliterate archer garrisons, which is also the last garrison that got released is a archer garrison. So that's very interesting. That could be very, very interesting, because that kind of removes the high arm bulwark, or HW, from, yeah, it will just absolutely destroy that, right? Wait, yeah, okay, there's more. Its basic attack have 30% chance to reduce a target troop's defense by 10% for 5 seconds. This effect can stack up to 3 times, and its duration resets whenever you gain another stack. Okay. Huh. Okay, so you could get up to 30%, 30% defense for up to, yeah, to 5 seconds, right? This is very interesting. This is not something that we've seen before. I don't think that the duration resets. I have not seen that personally. I don't think that's something we've had before. I think that's a new thing. So that is very interesting. But basically it reduces the attack, or reduces the defense by 30% if it's lucky enough to trigger. It could be up to 15 seconds from what I'm reading, right? Because it's up to 3 times. If it resets exactly on the 5th second, then yeah. But again, this, you might think, oh, but it's only a 30% chance, right? And you only cast a basic attack that so and so many times. But combo attacks are also organized in a way that they are basic attacks. So every combo damage, right? For example, the Luce and Alex combo that we had, or the March that we had previously, which is not very meta anymore. But the reason it worked is because when you cast Luce's main or expertise skill, right? It has a 25% chance to launch an extra combo attack. And the combo attack is what triggers the Alexander the Great skill, where he does this famous 1700 direct damage factor. That's why that worked. So I think it's going to be the same here, where if you cast a combo attack, it's like a basic attack. So say you have 2 combo commanders, for example, this commander and Gangam Chan, right? Or for example, this commander and Achilles, which is probably likely. I think that could work actually. But if you do that, right, then you have 4 basic attacks each time you cast a skill, and it's basically just going to rapid fire after each other and after each other. So I think this will be at the 10 or the 30% defense quite often. Now I might be wrong, but that's what I'm reading out of this, right? That's what I think. And Earl Marshal. For every 8 basic attacks / counter attacks launched, this commander's troop immediately consumes 80 stacks of Unwavering Spirit. If it has no less than 80 stacks to launch a combo attack against up to... Wait. To launch a combo attack up to 3 nearby enemies, every additional target... Wait, how do I read this? Oh, okay. So basically, for every single time it launches a basic attack / counter attack, it consumes the Unwavering Spirit that we talked about earlier, and then launches another combo attack to up to 3 nearby enemy troops, with a damage factor of 400. Okay, so this will trigger a lot of times. Or maybe not as many times as we think, but I think I have a hope that this will trigger quite a lot. But if it does, right? What if the rally's getting swarmed, right? You're gonna farm up all of these Unwavering Spirits, right? All of them stacks, and then you consume and cast another combo attack damage, right? But it's a cooldown of 5 seconds. We've got to remember that. But that could launch a lot, right? Every 5 seconds you get another 400. That could be very good. And then the expertise. Whenever this commander's troop reaches maximum stacks of Unwavering Spirit, it gains 30% rage immediately, and the troop deals 15% more combo attack damage and 10% more counter attack damage for 5 seconds. That is very good. The 50% more combo attack damage is very good, and also 10% more counter attack damage. Again, if you're getting it swarmed, it does a lot more damage, right? So I think, like, I might be wrong, because I'm not really into the garrison rally meta, but I think this would be a very good anti-swarm. I'm not sure though. Tell me what you guys think. And then here, Ivan IV. Ivan the Terrible. He's more of an open field commander, we can see. Right. Oh my god, this has a lot of stuff to go through. Alright. It's an AoE. We can start with that. 2 combo attacks, up to 3 enemies in a fan, with a 1400 damage factor. Ooh. It also reduces by each target by 50%, and consumes all stacks of Tsar's authority, and randomly randomly it receives 2 to 4 6 buff effects from Tsar's DRE for 5 seconds. Oh, okay. So this is just what it gains. Combo attack damage is affected by bonuses to normal damage. Okay, so that's just what combo attack is. Tsar's Decree includes the following effects. Rampage. Deals 3% more normal damage. Furious Heart. Gains 5% more rage gain speed. Prescient. Take 5% less skill damage. Toughness. Take 3% less damage. Conquest has a 25% chance to gain an additional stack of Tsar's Authority. Whenever gaining Tsar's Authority, cooldown with 3 seconds. Yeah, that's cool. Verdict. Launch an additional combo attack whenever launching a basic attack. Damage factor 200. Huh. That's a lot of interesting. That looks like a very good skill because it's got a lot of buffing as well as just a normal skill. So if we look at, for example, Arthur, I don't have him on my screen right now, but he does basically the same. Just that he doesn't have a buff. With the same amount of combo attack damage factor, and in the same way. Alright, so here. Gilded Saddle. Whenever there's troops on the map, the cavalry units gain 10% attack, 50% defense, and 15% march speed. If the troop contains only cavalry units, it suffers 10% less severe wounds. Okay, first thing I noticed here, 50% defense bonus. That is incredibly high. It also has a 10% attack bonus. Right. These two are very good. The defense is... I believe that's actually one of the greatest defense stats in the entire game. I don't think anybody's got more than that. Just like, as it looks, it's just whenever it's on the map. Okay, that is incredibly high defense. That's so tanky. And now, if... I'm not 100% sure about this, but I think he would go perfectly with Achilles. Hold on. Let me just go over Achilles' stats real quick, because this is very interesting to me. So Achilles has the normal combo attack. He's got 40% attack and 10% health. Ooh. Cavalry march speed bonus as well. Right. There might be a better match, but I think this could work very well with Achilles. That's interesting. Alright. Victory at Melody. If this commander is in a field troop, if the troop launches multiple basic attacks against the current target troop in a single turn, every additional basic attack after the first grants 15 rage and 1 stack of Tsar's Authority. For every stack of Tsar's Authority, the troop has Ivory Throne deals 5% more damage for a maximum bonus of 15. I think this will be at 15 most of the time when you're in a murder ball, because whenever you hit somebody with basic attack, this is also combo attack, as I've mentioned before. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, at least. If I'm completely wrong with that, then shit. You know? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is, though, and that is very good. Rage gain and active skill... Wait, skill damage? Eh. It's more damage. Active skill... Oh, it's active skill. Yeah, now I get it, yeah. So it's basically a normal damage bonus, but it's active skill, so it's for his first skill, which is the combo attack. Right. That's very good. And this is... What is this? Is this the expertise? No, that's not expertise. If this commander is in a field troop, their cavalry units gain 30% health. Wow. Upon entering battle, randomly receive... Wait, is this not... Huh, that's weird. Okay, their cavalry units gain 30% health. Upon entering battle, randomly receive 2 to 6 buff effects from Tsar's Decree immediately. 10 seconds after leaving a building, this this effect can trigger once every 60 seconds. When dealing combo attack damage, the troop has a 30% chance to inflict terror on the target troop that lasts for 4 seconds. Targets inflicted with terror will lose 30% attack and 20% march speed. Right, so it's the same buffs as earlier. And terror, this looks very nice. 30% attack, that's very good. That basically makes it even more tanky. But from what I see here, 30% health, and then if we go back here, we have the 10% attack and 50% defense. This March has it all. And then, if you look at, okay, I'll pull this over now though. I'll pull my Rise of Kingdoms over, just because it's gone. I'm talking so much about it. I'm gonna pull it over. Here, full screening this, right? If we look at this, we go to Legendary, we go to Cavalry, and we go to Versatility. Right, here, we have 40% attack bonus, 20% march speed bonus, and 10% health bonus. If we mix that up, oh my god, I'm opening the store. If we mix that up with this, right, with 30% health, 30 plus 10, that's 40% health, and then we have 50% defense and 10% attack, and we had 40% attack here, as well as 20% there. So it's 35% march speed bonus, 40% health, and 50% attack. That is perfect between the two. We also have rage gain on the new commander, and what was his name again? I don't even remember his name. Let me check. I think it was Ivan, right? Ivan. Yeah, Ivan IV. Right, so that is crazy. That makes a lot of sense to put those two together. When this commander's troop has 4 or more buffs effects from Tsar's decree at the same time, it deals 15% more combo attack damage. Oh. That is interesting. If more than 3 stacks of Tsar's authority are consumed during Ivory Throne, each additional stack grants an additional buff. Oh, that is very interesting. Now, that is all that we have right now, and I was thinking about this. William Marshal, right? This is most likely a rally. So let's look at Cavalry, and then let's look at Conquest. There. Here we go, and everybody knows this. Attila, awesome commander, right? But let's have another look at his skills. Launches combo attack to 3 nearby. March speed and healing. Another combo attack there. 35% attack and 20% march speed. And then 20% defense I can stack up to 40. That's very good. Defense reduction, cavalry bonus damage, and more damage taken. Okay. So, more combo attack damage and 10% more counterattack damage. I think that could be a perfect match with Attila. Because we see this counterattack bonus, right? Crazy counterattack. So, this would be an incredible anti-swarm. I think that could be very, very interesting. I mean, this all needs to be tested, but I think we can run a Attila with whatever his name was. What was it? Let me check again. I keep forgetting this. William Marshal, right? William Marshal with Attila could work incredibly well from what I see. Now, again, I'm not a specialist in rally and garrison, so if you're a garrison and rally lead looking for advice, please confirm this with other players that are more interested towards where rally and garrison leads. Alright? Now, I do not think that Subutai would be the greatest, because I don't know. I think it's better to run with Attila just because of the anti-swarm. It would be an incredible anti-swarm. Nobody would dare swarming this, and if they do, you will trade amazingly. So even if you don't get that flag burn, then so be it. Right? This just looks to me that it is a definite match in terms of skills, in terms of everything. It's, yeah, it's quite amazing. Now, that is great. Yeah. That's everything for today, I think. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys watched the entire way through. It's a very, very long video. And I'm a bit late out. But if you watched all this way, please subscribe, please like, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.